Hey guys, good morning. It's Wednesday morning around 7:36 a.m. and Ebony's already sitting on my lap. Today I have some Trader Joe's maple espresso tea, and I always put 2 tablespoons of soy milk in all my black tea. It helps bind to the tannins so it doesn't upset my stomach. So for those of you that don't know, black tea has tannins in it and it can be hard on your stomach, especially if you have an empty stomach. I don't like to eat right away when I wake up, so yeah, it just helps so I don't get sick. Got the brown leaf mug today. Ebony, this isn't for you. She likes to get into everything. So yeah, I did well, not kind of, I did an experiment last week. It was a clothing experiment. So usually out in the wild outside of my home, I am quite well dressed. I wear a lot of very feminine clothing, dresses, skirts, cardigans. I guess I'm wearing my jewelry right now. I'm wearing another RuneScape themed jersey. I'm wearing a Slayer themed jersey. It says Slayer 99 on it. And I got the matching shorts. But anyways, usually I'm dressed very well at school or just out and about. And when people talk to me, like approach me, it's always about something that I'm wearing. Like they'll say they like my outfit or my purse or shoes, etc. But nobody really wants a conversation with me. Dear heart, right? It's always about something that I'm wearing. And honestly, that made me feel really sad. And I was hoping the world, maybe people weren't that materialistic. Ebony has left the chat. I would like my social interactions to be based on, who I am and my character. I want people to like me for my character, not crap that I own. So I did an experiment and I wore, clothes like this. I'll show my full outfit. Now I wear clothes like, this. Just, I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. So I'd wear clothes like that, like, just shorts and my jersey and some tennis shoes. And I did that all last week in hoodies, stuff like that. And nobody said anything to me at school. It was wild. Like, nobody even said hi or showed any interest in me whatsoever. And that says a lot. That the only reason that people really wanted to talk with me was because of something that I owned. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going with this video, but it was strange. So I decided to reverse and start dressing my usual attire again. And a lot of people noticed me yesterday. It was wild. Um, for example, I wore a pale sky blue skirt, a white camisole, I think it's pronounced it, top, white high heels, I had my hair like a half updo with like a blue bow in it, and a matching white bag, and a little blue, it's kind of like a cover up, covers my shoulders like a modesty cover. And it was insane. The reaction I got was nuts. I was just sitting downtown on a bench, minding my own business, and a guy came up to me. He's like, "I need to tell you this, but you are so beautiful." And he just walked away. I'm like, okay. A lady in the cafeteria at school, I was being naughty. I'm supposed to watch my caffeine, but I bought an energy drink at school. Lady in the cafeteria, she's like, "Girl, you are gorgeous. You are so gorgeous. I love that color of blue on you." I'm like, okay. But yeah, this another guy stopped me in the street and told me, he's like, "You are so pretty." He actually took my picture. Um, he asked if he could take my picture. I'm like, yeah, and he took pictures. He's like, I could sell this to someone, like a pretty girl like you just posing, just like some random art. Yeah, you say you could sell a picture of me. I'm like, huh. I mean, I didn't take the conversation any further. I just posed for a picture. I'm like, okay, someone asked for my photo. It's amazing. What clothes can do for you. I guess it can really make you stand out. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's complicated. I have a question for you guys that are listening. Do you think that clothes make someone more beautiful, more attractive? I'm not talking about like presentable for like a fancy space. Do you think that dressing well or just the clothing can make someone look more beautiful or more ugly, even like detract from their beauty? So that's some food for thought. There of course are other factors that I considered. So pale, like kind of like sky blue, maybe slightly darker than this, like this color. I'd say it's my favorite color. I love it, and I like to wear that color and combine it with kind of like cream or ivory, or even like a soft pink. I love soft pink and white as well. So blue, like baby blue, baby pink, and white. Those are my favorite colors, and I wear those quite often. And I was wondering if maybe the reason that people that maybe I presented more like confident in my aura, wearing something that makes me feel, I guess, cute and happy that I'm wearing my favorite color, that maybe I exude a different type of aura and people could pick up on that. But I'm not sure how that would make me more beautiful. I also considered the factor that, um, yeah, I was out and about on Tuesday yesterday, and the previous day, my gosh, it's already Wednesday. Sorry, my days get all messed up sometimes. The previous day I spent all day with my boyfriend Colin. I have a boyfriend named Colin. As I make more videos, it'll come together. I spent all day with Colin, and he makes me feel very loved, very fulfilled in my heart. Um, he's a beautiful man. He's such a beautiful person inside and out. The most kind, generous, gentle, compassionate human being I have ever met. I'm gushing a little bit, guys. But anyways, that man, he is so healing for my mind, my body, my soul. He just, I have cat hair in my face. He is so healing. I don't know. It makes me feel so happy and loved, and I wonder if that possibly was part of my aura yesterday, that I was feeling like calm, at peace, beautiful within myself. Oh, and people picked up on that, so that could be another factor. But I really, there's Ebony in the background, and it looks like she's about to use the litter box. Yeah, I kind of live in a relatively small apartment. I would have her litter box in the bathroom, but there's no space in there. It's tiny. I'm certainly not going to have her litter box in my bedroom or the kitchen, so kind of got in the living room, but it works. It works. Yeah, back to the original topic. I do think that what we wear definitely impacts how others perceive us, like outsiders perceive us. That could be used to our advantage, I suppose. That we can use the way we dress to convey a message or to possibly be treated a certain way with more like respect, or I don't know. I don't. Human beings deserve respect, like in general. I'm not saying that people that don't dress well don't deserve respect, but I have noticed that people do seem to fawn over me, pun intended, fawn over me when I'm especially like dressed well, more feminine. I would say that what I'm wearing right now is more masculine, gender neutral, definitely on the more masculine side. I don't know. Kind of sad, kind of disturbing information. I like to dress well for myself and to wear clothes that make me happy. I think that dressing traditionally feminine definitely gets me different treatment as well. I have had some more nicer masculine ish clothes or unisex, like um, cargo pants and boots, and maybe like a black kind of like cropped camisole top, and I was treated differently. I've noticed that, in my usual dress, people want to get doors for me or are more polite and go out of their way for me. When I go out kind of dressed like this, there are men that want to get doors for me and stuff, but they don't. I'm more ignored. I'd say that when I'm dressed super casual, unisex, or masculine, that I'm more often ignored. Like I just don't exist. I'm not hated on or anything, but it's like, oh, I'm invisible. It's interesting. Hmm. I think at the end of the day, it's best just to not care what other people think of you. I've spent a large majority of my life chasing validation and trying to trying to make friends, trying to fit in. I've had many phases in my life, as most of us go through as we, get older. I'm certainly glad that I'm not where I was 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. I'm glad I'm older and in a different place now. I feel a lot more self assured and wise. I have a lot to learn. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like an all knowing sage or anything, but I feel like I do have some wisdom to share about this. If there's anyone younger listening or still in a different spot in their life, milestones and life stages happen in different places for different people. Like it's not all linear, you know. Everybody's different, but um, I spent a lot of my life searching for that validation for friends, for people to like me, and to some extent, I still do. I mean, who doesn't want to be liked? It's a natural human desire. Like we are social creatures. We collaborate and work together, so of course we want to be accepted, and it doesn't feel good to be an outcast or a pariah. But just not caring what the general public thinks of me has helped a lot. Hi, Ebony. when you're constantly worrying about how other people perceive you, it is extremely exhausting. It's not a good feeling. I've been at points where I was worried about my hair looking good. People were perceiving me as fat or, ugly because of my acne, or my teeth weren't white enough, or my skin was too oily or something. I don't know, it's just that constant worry. And so every time I'd go to the bathroom, I'd be trying to fix myself in the mirror, and then another woman would come in the bathroom and see me fix myself up the mirror, and I'd be embarrassed at how much I was worried about what our people thought about me. Some honesty story time, I suppose. Or that maybe my purse didn't match my shoes just right, and people noticed. I don't know. I've lived a lot of my life in that type of anxiety, worried about how people perceive me or treat me. I know a lot of that has definitely been instilled into me through life experience. I did not have the most positive upbringing, to put it lightly. Now, get into that and how that has impacted me, and how I've learned and growed from that, grew from that as well. It's not all doom and gloom here, folks, I promise. It's more that I'm trying to be honest. Cat wants up on my lap again. I'm gonna come up here underneath. She can't make up her mind. She's always getting off and getting on my lap. Let's see, we're at 20 minutes now. I think I'll let this video go to maybe 25 minutes. Then I should probably get going. I have a quiz today in forensic science, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm feeling good. I'm meticulous about the details, so you guys can see how I take notes for class. Woo. Yes. All the notes in the highlight. I got 100% on my other quiz last week, and I'm sure I'll do great on today's. And then Friday I have a big exam for that class, and I'm looking forward to that. Strange thing, I look forward to tests at school. It's kind of like testing my skills, I guess. It's a way to, it literally is a way to gauge my performance and the understanding of the material. I'd say one of the most important things in my life is my academic performance. I am very proud of being studious and working hard in school and having those grades and those scores. It's feedback for how well I'm doing. I know I do well, so I don't get anxiety about tests usually, so I'm feeling good. Ebony was licking my hand. She's so sweet. Yeah, it's just better not to care what other people think of you. I know it's really hard. I do have to admit I am a bit of a recluse, and I do spend a lot of time in my apartment because I don't want to be perceived by other people. So I do hide at home a lot, or the types of places that I like to go in my free time are bookstores and coffee shops, libraries, just kind of quiet areas that are good for introverts such as myself. I'm quite introverted and shy, which definitely plays into this. It's just best for me to go to places that don't have a lot of people. Of course, I do go to public places like downtown or school, etc., but I don't go out of my way to go to... Sorry, I heard my clock. I don't go out of my way to visit places that are densely populated. I don't want all. I don't like people looking at me a lot, to be honest, which might sound strange that I'm on YouTube. I don't like people looking at me. Online is a bit different since the internet's kind of like a buffer, like a lens that I get to communicate through. But when you're in person, when I'm in person, I still do get anxiety about someone's talking to me, they're looking at me. I'm like, oh God, I worry about what they think about me. I really try not to care. Like, I don't need people's praise so much anymore, but I just get stressed out in social situations in general. And I just like to hide. It's just more peaceful to be at home with my cat alone, I guess. I kind of almost sound like I have agoraphobia or something. I don't. Um, I do struggle with generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD, which means that I have a constant, perpetual anxiety that I work through, and being at home is my safe place. I'm definitely the quiet type that likes to write in their journal or read a book, um, go for a walk while listening to a podcast, or yeah. Even when it comes to exercise, I spend a lot of time at home on my walking pad because I don't like to go to the gym where there's people. I like to be in the comfort of my own home. When it comes to going for walks outside, I like to go into more less densely populated areas or different times of the day when people are less likely to look at me. I don't like to walk by a busy street or anything. People don't honk their horns at me or anything like they used to, but I still want people to look at me when they're driving by. A little bit crazy, I guess. Just letting it all out here on my video diary. Yeah, I'm not sure where to leave off with this video. Give me a second to think, guys. I think that my next video will be a life lesson video, something that I've really learned. I think I'll make it about my AmeriCorps experience. It was, yeah, is year 2020 or 2021? I think it was 2020. Um, I did a term of volunteer work in AmeriCorps NCCC. I think that would be a good topic to discuss, and some things I learned about the nature of human beings. I learned a lot of lessons when I was in AmeriCorps, and I'd like to talk about my experience doing that and just what it's like. I know that the program lost a lot of funding. The local-ish chapter nearby, about 45 minutes away. So I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and the local AmeriCorps base is in Vinton, Iowa. The cat jumped off of me, used me as a launching pad. It's about 35-40 minutes away, and that's where I ended up doing my training and such. Usually, people they end up going somewhere else, and it was crazy. I ended up being so close to home. A lot of people end up traveling across the country for AmeriCorps, but no, stayed in Iowa. I guess it depends on what time you apply. to become an AmeriCorps member, and that decides where you're stationed at for training. But yeah, my next video, I'm going to talk about my AmeriCorps experience. That sounds good. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. But yeah, guys, if you have any comments or questions or feedback, I'd love to hear it. Oh, there's my clock. You can actually kind of see it. I have a mechanical clock right there where I pointed the pencil. It's really cool. I have to wind it up every few days. I love that thing. It is officially 8 a.m. Alright, but I need to get going. Bye.